Day, and we want to start with some of the smaller headlines, and that is Facebook's new policy to allow users to designate someone as their Facebook estate manager when the user passes away. So, Joe, what they're saying here is you can decide what happens to your Facebook account when you die.
So essentially, if I wanted to put someone down, I would put you down, but you can't change that afterwards, which is pretty interesting. So if you're to manage my Facebook profile, you have access to my profile picture, what goes on my wall, basically a memorialization process. Interestingly, though, you cannot access the private messages that person, the deceased, had conducted over the time of their life.
It's interesting that they're putting Facebook like in the same category as, you know, your assets.
Yeah, it's very interesting because before Facebook insisted on managing it themselves. So this is actually a change of heart by the company.
Yeah, that's really interesting. All right, the other big story, well, I don't know how big it is, but it's certainly interesting. Amy Pascal breaking her silence last night with Tina Brown, Liz. What did you think of that interview?
Well, there's other things that stood out was, she was very revealing, very down to earth in how Amy Pascal talked about the controversy. One thing she said, she will be paying Jennifer Lawrence a lot more because that was one of the controversies. It was revealed that the actress Jennifer Lawrence was getting paid less than the actors in the movie American Hustle. But she's saying she's going to be getting more now. She's getting paid a lot more since. That's
Meanwhile,
what Amy
Jennifer Lawrence was the best thing about that movie.
Yeah, that's right. She was hysterical. And Tina Brown also said, well, you know, the movie The Interview, which started this whole controversy, she said it was a bad movie.
A lot of people said that.
Yeah, Amy Pascal, I liked that. That was funny. Amy Pascal responded, quote, you don't get to choose what you stand up for.
So
that's kind of
funny. Actually a really good answer. No, but I mean, the fact that she just came out and was so sort of cavalier about saying anything. What did she say? She called Hollywood talent, actors and actresses, bottomless pits of need.
Yeah. She was pretty, she spoke with a lot of candor about that.
She really wanted to express everything she wasn't able to talk about before.
But then she tried to dial it back, saying they were magical, right?
Yeah. And then she said it was somewhat freeing to get all those emails out there.
Yeah. And listen, people say all sorts of things in emails. Scott Rudin is pretty bald-faced in what he says. He's pretty forward in his comments. And he's a brilliant producer, by the way.
All right, we'll leave it there. I mean, there's also a Netflix story that we wanted to get to. Was that leak real?
It was real, but they canceled. They pulled it back. They got it before I could get my hands on House of Cards.
So you think it was marketing ploy or not?
I don't know. We haven't heard whether the guy
we haven't gotten comment yet.
We haven't heard yet whether the guy was fired who hit the button early on it.
All right, ladies, back to the markets next. Thanks so much, girls.
Sure.
See you later.